Hello everybody, hope you've all had a terrific day, and welcome back to the cleaning of Lara Croft's obstacle course. Now, unfortunately this is going to be the second time that I've done this, just because for some reason the recording corrupted, and it's basically said I've been recording for either 9,000 or nearly 10,000 hours or nearly 10,000 days. I don't really know how that's possible because that's at least 27 years if it was in days, or it's well over a year for the recording and hours. I really don't know how that happened, but I just thought, well, instead of scrapping over it, let's just do it again. The second part is absolutely fine. So I'm going to keep that, and we're going to go with just the first half of the video having to redo. So for some reason that happened. So let's get straight into the beginning part of it, and you'll see the really random transition halfway through the video. Right, let's go. Alright, so here we are. The obstacle course for Lara Croft. Oh, I do remember this. I mean, look at it. It wasn't quite like this in the original games, because I think in the original games they were oh, what was it? It was inside the house, wasn't it? Yeah. I think, yeah, it really was actually, because I spent most of the time playing Lara Croft when I was a lot younger, because when the first ones came out I was a lot younger and I didn't really know what was going on, so I spent most of the time just doing this, or the obstacle course. And there was always that one jump that I could never do. I mean, personally I could never do it, but other people would be like, well, I don't know what you mean. Everything was easy. But I just couldn't get it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just try and clear all of these brick. Do one side at a time, and then we can see the fabulousness that is Lara Croft's obstacle course being cleaned. To be honest, I can't actually wait to give this a go. I think in part 2 I do actually try and give it a go. Obviously I'm not as nimble as the original Lara Croft herself, because she has got a lot of experience in all of this, and we've just PowerWash her. And that's all we do, basically. See? Nice. This is all looking great already. I don't understand how all of these things, it's really baffling how they all get so dirty. I know that obviously it's for the game, so you can see where the dirt is, and then you can go, right, I need to clean there. But if in reality this is actually like this, and you suddenly just be like, oh, okay, well that's a dirty car, or that's a dirty obstacle course. How the pit and hell did it get like that? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. It's like years and years of neglect. But alright, so I've kind of done it a little bit backwards this time by starting with the corner piece and working my way towards the front. So, let's work our way backwards. I've started off by also going over the little curb bit thing. So I think what we do is we'll just work all the way down and clear everything as we go. It's still just as satisfying as the first time, so to be honest, I don't actually mind that I have to redo it. Yeah, it's a little bit annoying, but at the same time, it's all really good nonetheless. So, I will try and do as many of these as I possibly can, and then we can come back. The only downside to doing this again is unfortunately that we don't get the comments from like Winston and Lara herself, when they sort of comment saying like, well, when Winston's basically saying he uses 4 cloths per brick on the first one, wasn't it? And you think, that's a tad extreme, but he's a butler who does his best. And that's all anyone can ask. But yeah, no, it's just unfortunate we just don't get those. And to be honest, I can't even look back and see because it just, for some reason, really badly corrupted. I don't understand. Okay, so as you can see, I have done quite a fair bit more. These ones are extremely annoying. Because the only way to get to the very top is you have to jump up on that little one, jump up onto there, jump up onto there, and jump up. It's not easy. It's really not easy. So I've managed to get all of that out of the way, so every single one is clear. And then I've managed to do these little ones, except that little bit there. Now I need to climb up and do the top. And yeah, so it's coming along nicely. And as you can see by this little rubber bit here, the topper bit, that's an anti-slip. So it's quite grippy, I would imagine. So when you're jumping off, you don't slip. And with all this dirt on there, you are going to likely to slip. Because even like these green little bits here, by the looks of it, that's like mildewy mould, and that potentially could cause a slip, a trip, and a hurt. Gonna be honest, that would not be great. That would not be great. Okay, so this whole section is near enough done. The only thing I have left is the first set of stairs. So, I mean, I've done a few little bits when I went around the little curved bit, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sit back and let you enjoy this little bit. Here we go. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This whole first section has been completed. It's still just as satisfying the second time around, to be honest. So, yeah, it's a little bit annoying, but as I say, it happens. Yeah, now it's all that's left is this whole second part. Which, for some reason, that little bit was absolutely fine and not corrupt. So I'm going to keep that footage, and you're going to see a bit of a weird transition. We've literally got like 3 more left. This is just coming along nicely. It's like a before and after. Yeah. You can tell it's not that great, but we're doing our job very well. And I hope Miss Croft will be proud. So, let's just go ahead, crack on with this, and see the finished result. Yes. As fun as it is, I must admit to a twinge of guilt every time I see the quad bike. I must have driven Winston round the bend with my perpetual tyre marks through the manor. As in inside? Or on the ground? Because if you're doing it on the inside, I rode it everywhere. Well, then I guess inside as well then. Yeah, that would probably piss me off as well. Must say, Miss Croft. Winston's right. I even got it onto the roof on one occasion. Wow. Okay. That's like Jackass, but worse. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's your house. The poor Winston. Okay, so I've done near enough everywhere. The only things I've got left is these three by the looks of it. So, if my calculations are correct and I've actually done my job correctly, once I get rid of this connector, it should pop up with these three as the last ones. So, well, it didn't. Okay, well, I've missed something somewhere then. So, let's just clear this. And then let's see what we've missed. Well, that's slightly disappointing. My calculations were wrong, and I haven't obviously done my job as well as I thought. So I don't actually know what is left. So there was a way to find out, isn't there? Alright, so what did I miss? Obstacle 7. Obstacle 9. And obstacle 11. Alright, so obstacle 9. Obstacle 7. Ah, there we go. Oh, the quad bike. And number 11. Net pin. Oh wow, yeah. I missed quite a lot on that. There's the net pin. And band. What's band? Oh, right, yeah. There we are. And then shock absorbers. Wow. Oh, well, you look at that then. Perfect. Right, so now that we've done it, let's head back to the beginning and see if we can do it. See there. Let's see if we can do the obstacle course. Da-da-da-da. Well, failed already. Okay, so yes. Oh my god. Like he trips. Ah. Perfect. Ah. And then we can just climb up. Yeah. 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 And then this one, see if we can jump and hit the net. Oh, just. Yeah. Yeah. And then we tightrope. Then, do we have to climb up? Oh. Let's just do it, shall we? Oh yeah, we don't have to. We don't have to climb up. There's no grip. Ugh. Slide. Well, that's a crap slide. And then climb up. Yeah. We'll jump on the first one and just walk across. Yeah. And then, how do you actually get down from this? You just jump. There's got to be a safe way down. Or is this the end of the first ones? Ah, screw it, I'm just going to jump. Crack, break your neck. Ah! Ah! And then you crawl through. Jump up. Yep. Zip tie. And zoom. And then onto the finish. Yay! Well, that was anticlimactic. Oh, that would have been amazing if that actually worked. And then you get on your quad bike and you drive off into the distance. Victory! Anyway, let's move on. There I am going back and forth, back and forth. It was glorious. That was glorious. Nice. Oh, cross jeeps and motorboat. Alright, here we go. We're back at the entrance. It's looking nice and spick and span. And Winston, you don't have to do it again. You're welcome. Right. Let's crack on. Oh god. It's very strange, but when you share the kinds of experience I have with my vehicles, you start to see them almost as friends. This Jeep, for example, got me out of a Morty scrape in Karknak. And you wouldn't believe the spaces the boat can squeeze itself into. Well, I guess a hole big enough for it to fit. Correct me if I'm wrong, Miss Croft, but you can't defy physics, can you? Strange, too, how these things always seem to find their way to you, just when you need them the most. I was stranded deep in the Valley of the Kings, desperate to give the chase to a man who'd betrayed me, when I stumbled upon a set of ignition keys, amongst the rocks. It was as if it was a coincidence for the film, or game. Lucky for me, those keys belonged to an empty Jeep. I say empty. I may have played some part in the emptying process. Oh. She's admitting she was violent. We can open and close the doors. That's amazing. We've never been able to do that on anything else. I like that. I like that. As for the motorboat, I've no idea who the original owner was. They seem to be to a penny over there. Okay. In 90s Venice, you could jump out of a motorboat in the canal, dive under a lock, and find another just the same on the other side. Okay. I will take your word, Miss Croft. The Jeep has been done. And I do love the fact that you can close the doors and everything. It's amazing. It turns out I missed a fair bit on the motorboat. So, where's these bits that I'm missing? Deck trim and window. Okay. Let's just go through all the window again. Nice. And a window frame. Oh. Okay. There we are. So, a deck trim. Is it this side or... Aye. There we are. Well, I think that looks spectacular again. You are ready for another adventure, Miss Croft. To piss off the bad guys and adventure to the relics. Oh, hey. What is that? There was a gnome up there. That wasn't there before, was it? It's making an appearance again. It's making another appearance. Damn gnome. Anyway, right, yeah. Let's move on. Now that was worth it. That was good. Croft's Maze. Okay, well that's going to be fun. But what we'll do is we're going to do that next time. Start that off and then potentially do whatever else next. So, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe if you haven't. And remember, always drink tea, enjoy life and have fun. I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye bye. So yeah, as you can see, by the looks of it down here, it's basically saying that I've had it open. Okay, so it's about 9,000 hours then. So because you've got the... So if you look over here, you've got the milliseconds, seconds, minutes, hours. So according to this, right towards the end, it actually equals, as you can see there, 9,942 hours. Not actually sure what the bloody hell happened? So because this is cut off as well, I'm guessing that is literally the total. Or if that is days, then it's hell of a corrupt. But funny thing is, it's only 27 gig. So it must have stopped at some point and just done it idly. But yeah, it's just funny because even as I say, even if it was 9,000 hours, that will be 414 days. So yeah. Bizarre. But anyway, it's just funny.